Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Frank. In this video, I'm going to talk about the anime Frieren, Beyond Journey's End. Now, the very first thing you need to know about this particular anime, Season 1 is 28 episodes long. I recently watched Call the Night. That was only 13 episodes. Dawn to Dawn was also 13 episodes. Frieren is 28 episodes long. And because there's so many episodes in Season 1, I don't have time to go through every single episode. So in this video, I'm going to tell you about some of my favorite highlights from Season 1 of Frieren, Beyond Journey's End. But before I get into the video, I want to remind you to please subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Like this video and make a comment as well because every little bit helps. I really appreciate it. And now, on with the video. When I first started watching Frieren, Beyond Journey's End, I knew it was different right away. Because in most of the animes that I've seen, there's always one particular hero, they gather a bunch of people, and then they go defeat the villain. That's the normal formula of almost every story. But this story starts off where there's four main people, they are coming home from a 10-year journey, and people are celebrating because they just defeated the Demon King. So in a small sense, the big battle is over. So with 28 episodes, what on earth are they going to tell us in this particular story? We know that Frieren lives about 1,000 years, and their adventure to kill the Demon King took 10 years. But to Frieren, that's like 1/10 of 100. Or as they say, it's like a drop in a bucket of time. It's really not that much time at all for Frieren. But in episode 1, we take a small time jump to 50 years later. They're watching some stars go across the sky, and then one of the main characters dies. And Frieren realizes at that point that she should have spent more time getting to know this particular person because they finally died. Boom! That's when I knew what the story was about. It's about her journey, trying to spend more time with different people because she's going to live a long time. So this entire 28 episode arc takes us on that journey. We follow Frieren as she finds more friends. And again, I'm not going to go through every single episode, but here are some more highlights that I really liked about the show. One, her apprentice battling this particular demon that uses blood as a weapon is pretty cool. And the animation flows really well. To be honest, there's not a lot of fights and battles in this season. It's the slow burn of us knowing and learning about Frieren and her new companions. But when the action does happen, it looks fantastic. And you can tell Frieren is a great master because she taught her apprentice very well. Matter of fact, one of my favorite lines, one of my favorite battles of the whole series wasn't really a battle at all. And this demon has the scales of obedience. The magic that each character has in them is called mana. And Frieren has been learning to suppress her mana. With the scales of obedience, if the scale tips in the demon's favor because she has more mana, then the demon will win because the scales tipped in her direction. But what she doesn't know is, like I said, Frieren's been suppressing her mana. And her mana is as big as a flippin' house. So what does she do? She ends up controlling the demon. Instead of having some big battle, she just simply walks away and says, "End yourself." And that's what she does without lifting a finger. Oh man! Yeah, that was one of my favorite parts of the whole series. Another thing about Frieren is she loves to learn magic. And you learn magic by collecting these particular books and these new spells. There's a spell for just about everything. But even Frieren, living for 1,000 years, doesn't know them all. One of her flaws, if you want to call it that, is that she loves to look in magic chests. But of course, in any fantasy world, people know that a lot of these magic chests are usually a mimic. Some kind of monster able to swallow you up. Yeah, she goes to these things all the time and gets caught in them. Finally, after watching all these episodes and all this information about Frieren, I'm under the impression that Frieren is autistic. Now, I can't prove it. It never really said anything, but she has all the signs of being autistic. And a good series doesn't have to actually come out there and say that. They can just show you the particular character's characteristics, and you need to draw that own conclusion for yourself. Personally, I think she's autistic. And one of the biggest reasons I think this is because she has a tough time showing her feelings to people. She regretted not spending more time with her first 10 years of companionship with that particular guy. So again, Frieren is 28 episodes long. It's on Crunchyroll. I've seen every single episode. It is a fantastic series. And I've heard they're working on the season 2 of Frieren Beyond Journey's End, and I can't wait for it. It's fantastic. When they do make season 2, I hope the villains are a little more challenging, because this season was a good slow burn for us to learn about the characters, but there wasn't that many fights. And besides, Frieren is very powerful. She's almost too powerful. And we learned that she is vulnerable at the very last episode, where she gets wounded. But to her, it's nothing. So yeah, season 2 of Frieren coming up soon. I don't know when, but man, I can't wait to see this show because I really love Frieren Beyond Journey's End. So now I need to know from you guys, have you seen this anime, Frieren Beyond Journey's End? If you have, comment below the video and let's talk about it, because I'd love to know what you think about Frieren Beyond Journey's End. That's all for now. Thanks up for watching. Until the next video.